feel good today. So, but I'm, oh, big old flat. Ah, you sucker. I didn't know I was going to hit you, bastard. Oh no, I'm going to end up breaking something chasing this fucking fly around. I cannot stand flies. And you are in a spot you are not allowed to be in, sir. Oh, I can't stand fucking flies. Oh, give me a piece of paper to get him up with. Oh shit. Paper, paper. Oh, and he's trying to recover. No, no, bitch, no. Oh, shit. Oh, y'all, I'm chasing a fly. Oh, no, 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 no recovery time for the fly. Get him in there. Oh, up and down, up and down. Oh, I cannot stand a fucking fly. And now, I don't know what I wrote it on my damn. Oh, I wrote it on I killed it with a receipt that I need. Son of a gracious. Oh well. Oh shoot. What's up? What's up? Hit the like. Come on in. Yeah, I'm just getting around to feeling a little bit better today. I've been feeling straight like shit the last couple days with this funky business that happened. Started when I went swimming at the lake. I don't know if I'm gonna go in the lake again this summer. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go make friends with somebody who's got a pool for the rest of the summer because something funky happened. What's up, y'all? What's happening? Welcome in, welcome in. Let's talk a little bit today. Like I said, I'm feeling a little better. Did y'all hear that they have been spotting cougars in Novi, Michigan? Right around mid Michigan. Are you kidding me? Is that not crazy? I don't know when they pull. Well, let me see something. Hold on. When was this? Because I know I've been seeing it the last. Oh, well, no, that's a long time ago. Damn. That was a long time ago. But if they were there, then they're here now. I don't know how I just got that thing. But anyway, who's all in here so I know what to talk about? Because I've been doing nothing but doom scrolling and watching YouTube. Although I did go to Key's little 3-year anniversary yesterday, and if y'all came and popped in and said hi to her, I appreciate that. Those of you who did pop in and say hi, it was her 3-year YouTube anniversary, so I appreciate y'all doing that for me. That was great. That was great. I had a good time. We played games and such. But yeah, I've been doom scrolling on this YouTube thing, and I found some interesting things that might be fun to talk about. Depends on who's all here on what I'm going to talk about. I've seen some interesting things though. Seen a lot of that stuff about my fellow native Michigander, Clarissa Shields. She really is making a fucking boob of herself out here on the internet with Remy Ma's husband. That's crazy. But I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if she'd have just kept it to herself. They didn't have to ruin her whole brand by putting it out there that she's with a married fucking man. That's ridiculous. So, anyway, hit the like button. Hit the like. Let me know y'all here so we can start this shindig. Punana, who is that? Been watching some different music creators. Who's this? Is this a man? No, that's a woman and she can't rap. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. What's happening, y'all? Come on, hit the like button and let me know who's all in here. I wish we could just see who's all in here so that way I know which way to go with this. But I have seen a few things. There has been somebody who gets a ton of views, which is crazy to me. I mean, I know the oddities are what's really happening these days. Like oddities are, everybody has to have a oddity or a shtick. You know what I'm saying? Like a spiel or whatever keeps them in the algorithm. But I've noticed that even this person, with all their theological talking and all their inclusive talking and inclusive behaviors, still find a way to use their platform to shit on other people. And I'm still trying to figure out why. You know what I'm saying? Like what and why? Because it seems to me that he only shits on the people or calls things out when they have a difference of opinion with him, or he feels like he's got to rally up for somebody that supports him, that I'm not even sure is really being bullied. I don't even know. I'm still taking notes on YouTube here, just trying to make it make sense, because, I hate to give my opinion on something I don't know exactly what's going on, but it's odd. It's very odd that people do that. I mean, I can see rallying for your friend that or that you've been dealing with for like a really long time online, and you really know that they're being dogged online. But I just don't see rallying for somebody that you don't know online. Oh no, I have to subscribe. No, I'm not subscribing to this motherfucker's channel just to watch his bullshit. Let me see. Let's see. Uh, okay. He has been posting quite a bit over here at the. Where is this? Oh my. Is it a shithole or is it not? Let's see. I'm going to turn the volume down real quick. Yep, come on. Let me know who's all in here so we can start talking about a couple of things I'm watching. It depends on who's here on how I'm going to talk about this, because this is a shithole. Absolutely a shithole. Could be all right though. But how the fuck you pay your money somewhere they ain't got no window coverings? Makes me wonder, are you fucking just doing squatters' rights or something? I don't know. Let me see. Let's see what other people think. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Yup. Oh yup. They all really just going for it too. Oh, I know her. I know her, and I think that is related to the little one he runs around with right there. Either that or I'm just crazy. So, hey, what's up, gamer? What's happening? How you doing today? How you doing today? I appreciate you coming in. Did you hit the like button and who you with? Where you at? Yeah, I might have to go investigate a couple things over here. Why not? Because I'm fucking nosy like that. Ooh. Uh, Although I don't like to listen to a lot of his shit because he just is retarded. So, oh, well, you know what? I keep forgetting to do that. Let me see. I might not be. That's probably why I'm going to get a mod one of these days. There we go. Now I am. Well, listen there, Lance Christopher. Scroll on, bitch. How about that? I can inject myself into whatever the fuck I want to. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I see you, baby. Yeah, I see you. I see you. But we talking about this Lance Christopher here. He said it's people like me that inject my nose into people's business when you're not even welcome to do so. How the fuck I'm not welcome to do so and they on fucking YouTube, you fool? Now explain that. Now all eyes on this Lance Christopher here. You couldn't just come in and you get down with the get down. You got to start running your fucking mouth. So come on with it. It's people like me. So if I said you people are fucking weirdos, let's see what this person has to say. Let's see. What we got? What we got to see this clown here? Let's look. Oh, really? Okay, well you don't even know who this person is, so I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out. Let me go back. Let me go back, cause okay. My thick thighs. Hey, baby. Hey, I love it when you're in the shower listening. That's what's up. What's up, Munchie? What's going on? Hey now. Um, I did say shithole, But we got somebody in here who's trying to fucking tarnish our shine over here. I mean, he doesn't even know, or he or she doesn't know what I'm talking about. And I may have, I don't even know if you know who this person is. I haven't even said any names. So now let me scroll down. I'm wondering that too. I'm just really curious. Everybody has an opinion, and look, for me to want my opinion to be valid, I have to know why he thinks that I'm not welcome to interject and have an opinion on somebody who's showing their life in a real and true way on fucking YouTube. Why I can't have an opinion? Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that too. I don't even know. I don't even think he's on drugs. I just think that he talks his ass off and gets carried away with shit. Cause did you see what he did about when he put old girl picture up there? He was blazing Janelle. Did you guys see that one? Had her picture up there and everything on his live. See now, Sir Lance Christopher there. Those are the assholes that probably have no business doing shit. I'm not putting people's faces and pictures and they fucking addresses and stuff up there. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think so. I think that it's deeper than that. I don't even think that he doesn't remind me of somebody who's on drugs. He doesn't. And a lot of times you could spot that a mile away. I just think that he's very set in his opinions over there, and it's hard to take his opinions. Let me see. What I when I see he was dressed as a woman at 7 a.m. in Walmart. You had to know he was on the pipe with a smoke puff there. I mean, Marvin Gaye's dad was a cross dresser. It's not the cross dressing that gets me with him. It's not the cross dressing. It's and some of his views I can roll with, but I don't understand why people feel like because we don't, none of us know each other for real. And it's all fun and games, or it's all good to want to back somebody and be cool with somebody. But just like I don't jump into any beef anybody else has going on, even if I'm cool with one or the other or both people involved in the beef, I just wouldn't, I would not take it upon myself to put somebody. Oh, he did tell you he was high? No, I wouldn't let him hit it either. But yeah, well, really, he needs a stylist and somebody to teach him how to dance. Because I wouldn't mind. I'd talk shit with him. I would talk shit with him and give him a stylist. You know what I'm saying? You talking about the big thick one he wears, like the old Run DMC necklace? Yeah. And then I was checking out, because I'm nosy when people come in hot off the presses and come in hot into my live just talking crazy. I did a little I did a little investigating here, and maybe this Lance Christopher has been around on YouTube for what, 3 years? That's fine and good. I still am waiting for his answer though. And the person is not a shithole. Let me clarify. He also said why this person got to be a shithole because you say I'm starting to look at you like a shithole. Well, I didn't say the person was a shithole. I mean, the stuff that comes out of their mouth sometimes is shitty, but I can have an opinion on something. I mean, if I spend my money on something, but really, if I spend somebody else's money on something, oh wow, yeah, he probably should tread lightly, eh? But what I'm saying is if someone, let's just say I came on and was putting people's faces and places out there and really getting disgusting with it. I mean, eventually I am going to do a thing on this. I am. Let me see. Let me go to the one that was most recently. Nope, not there. Let's see about this one. Aw, well, this might be cute. Yeah. Well, definitely in the hood though. Spot's definitely in the hood, which I live in the hood, so it doesn't matter. However, however, well, yeah, yeah. I mean, shoot. So everybody has a right to get pissy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing. Like just the climate in the world today, and how you got these people that go balls to the wall for ridiculous shit. You know what I'm saying? And then they go on over somebody else's argument and post somebody's picture on there and say just how terrible of a person they are and this, that, and the other because they're having a disagreement with somebody. I just think that's really shitty. I think that's really shitty. And that's what he did. That's what he did to her. And he didn't do it on behalf of himself. He did it on behalf of somebody else. So we know who the somebody else is. You know what I'm saying? So he did it on behalf of somebody else, which I don't understand because he has a big platform. He has a ton of people that go over there every day and feed his delusion on how beautiful he is and how good he dresses and his great dancing skills. Yeah, we weren't going to say that. You know what I'm saying? But we know that. Well, I don't think that she's a raggedy ass bitch. I don't think she is. So, but that's what he did. That's my point exactly. Is you don't know the story, so why would you even speak on it and speak on it in a way that is so uh uh to have everybody in there recognized? You know what I'm saying? uh, really? Oh, see, I didn't even keep up with her with the live. I've been fucked up the last couple of days because remember I got that old funky foot from the beach, right? Because my skin is so sensitive. I don't know. I survived and went through the fucking trenches of life without, getting graphically grossed out. And now I get, funky foot from the beach, and now it ran up my leg. I have a whole, like, yeah, it's whatever it is, it got in my bloodstream. Yeah, it's crazy. Right? Yeah, I know. I got to be careful with the sun. I do use sunscreen, but this is not from the sun. This is just some. I have like bad circulation in my legs. It's just a whole lot, but I got some. I definitely got some. The only thing is I hate when you go into, because my insurance changed when I lost my job, right? So I had to change my whole doctor and everything. So, but I don't like when you go in, because I just went into like, the urgent care, at the hospital up here. And I don't like when you go in and you tell the doctor what's going on, what works and doesn't work. This is something that flares up all the time. So I know what works and what doesn't work. And they look at me crazy, and I know there's a big thing going on right now about antibiotics like clindamycin and Cipro, those real heavy duty antibiotics. But that's what works. So oh no, I have insurance now. I'm not worried about that, but I don't like when you go in there and you go in there and you talk to the doctor. I know what the fuck's going on. I told you what it was. You looked at it. You confirmed that I was right at what it was. And now I'm telling you that don't prescribe me no broad over thing like Keflex. That's just a broad, I need for you to prescribe me this targeted antibiotic. You know what I'm saying? And he looked at me like, "Oh, how do you know?" A bitch, cuz it's attached to my leg. That's how I know. Oh no, it's an antibiotic. Yeah. No, they gave me the cream with the steroids in it, which is cool on my feet, but with the circulation that, my legs got bad circulation in them a lot of times. And it's like it doesn't circulate fast enough. So if the antibiotic isn't strong enough to nail it out right in the thing, it'll come up your leg. It's called cellulitis. It's kind of gross, but it happens. And it's a bacteria infection. I mean, it came from my foot. Well, exactly. I do. So that's just kind of, they gave me something. So we'll see. It seems to have taken like the biggest bite, like it took a big chunk of it out, but it's still taking its time. And just taking anything different like an antibiotic, or if my body has to work extra hard to heal, it just makes me feel some kind of way. I just be tired. I just be, funky, and I'm feeling some kind of way. I'm feeling some kind of way in my personal life about a couple of things, and I hate to have to do it, but I got to put my foot down and be firm with this guy I'm talking to a little bit. I don't know. The fuck? I thought I made myself very clear, but I guess I didn't. So, well, that part, it might have been easier to get some narcotics. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But like I even tell my dentist or whatever, like when I have to have dental work, I don't need I took pain medication after my shoulder surgery. I definitely took that. They tried to give me some Norco 500s, and I'm like, do you not realize I have got the tolerance of a rhino? That's not gonna work. And so they gave me what did they give? They gave me some oxycontins for it, and I took those for a couple days, and that was it. I was over that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Don't nobody want to go get, go get daddy to hang one out. Well, hang one. I don't know. No, he gets enough of that. He gonna hang one out on his own. Shit. I don't like, I don't care if you're busy, not busy. If we cool like that, and you don't just dismiss me. You just time, I don't care about, look, I gotta go right now, boom boom. I don't care about that, but don't dismiss me. Don't be weird with it. Don't, yeah, I don't know. I felt some kind of way. And I'm not feeling good, and he's not fucking babying me. So that's a whole nother fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? And when I say babying me, I mean, you don't have to wait on me hand and foot, but fucker, you could, ask me, do you need me? Do you need to drop something off? Or I don't know. I don't know. I just was feeling some kind of way, and fuck all that. I don't like that. You're funny. Vancomycin, that's another big one too. Vancomycin's another heavy duty one. I'm gonna tell you what. You ever heard? Used to be a song back from the '70s called "Cat Scratch Fever," right? Well, that shit is real. I had a cat. This is how the cellulitis and shit started. I had this cat, and it was my baby Raj. And I lived in this old house, and I was cleaning out the cold air intake, and it's just a big thing, and it was on the floor. It was an old house, so you had to pick the grate up and get in there and clean it out. And I was in there cleaning it out, and it was old and kind of rusty. So I had got a cut on my hand from digging in there, cleaning it out with my vacuum. And then, I had to get in there with the Mr. Clean and all that kind of shit. Instead of, calling a company that cleans out ducts, I said, I'll do it. Fuck, I'm not spending that money. And so anyway, I got a cut on my hand, and my cat licked my hand, licked the cut. Do you not know I spent 2.5 weeks in the hospital? And I was on all three of those. I was on vancomycin, clindamycin, and Cipro. They had all three of them pumping. That shit was real. It just went all the way up to all the way up to almost my shoulder. It was crazy. Yup. Is she online right now? I'm gonna have to look and see because I don't get notifications. Well, I don't get them on my TV anyway. But let's see. Is she online right now? Let me go to my subscriptions and see. So yeah, I don't pop in on everybody's live, but I'm gonna tell you, I did have fun on All Things Key Nicole last night. We played what is it, Family Feud, where you people like you have to you there's a question, and then you have to get the top five answers on the board, or the this or the that. I had fun last night. It was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. I was over here drinking my drink and having fun. So let me see. I don't see. Aha. Where? Why I can't find her? Where is she at? Why I can't find her channel now? I don't know why I can't find it. I don't know. I haven't even been watching the other douchebag I was watching for a minute. Anyway, that's different. I still don't see her. I don't know where she's at. And I hate having to use the search thing because then I have to type in here and it just irritates my soul. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find it. I just woke back up. Oh, that's not bad. Two Vicodin is not bad. That's not bad. Especially, I was taking care of this man a few weeks ago and his family, he's like 70 something and he was in a lot of pain and his family, instead of like taking him to the doctor or whatever to see exactly what was wrong with him and making him stay, they were like, oh, we don't want him to take pain meds and this, that, and the other. He's going to be a highly addicted. Well, come to find out, this man had a torn muscle and everything. It was horrible. So, yeah, if you need pain medicine, there's nothing wrong with that. All right, now let me see now. Where is. Yeah, I can't find her channel. I'll have to look at it another day. Shit, damn that. But, do you really. Are you still bruised up like that? Why would. Well, they say, but listen, so they say he is into women. They say he does like women. That, for sure he likes women. That's what they say anyway. Did you guys see the picture he put up with the women? Yeah, he's in a tuxedo or something, and yeah, and he might be a bore. He can't dance, so he probably can't do it either. What's up, Terry? What's going on with you? Hmm, this is interesting. The last time I seen Terry, he was mean. He was rude to me in Cray chat. Nobody would talk to me, and then when I told them they was rude, they were like, "Oh, ease up." I'm like, "Dang, okay." He. But what's happening? How everybody doing? You said you wouldn't let him mount you with women's clothes on. Yeah, I don't think I would either. I don't think it. Okay, cool. That's what's up. I appreciate that. I'm gonna have to figure out who that is. I'm still trying to figure out everybody. Well, these are the ones I want to talk to anyway. So, but yeah, it's different. Where is this? Is something different. I don't know why I can't find anything on my. Oh, there we go. Let's see. There we go. Maybe I'll be able to read my chats better if I can see them up top. I definitely try to be. Yeah, I was a little bit weirded out by that too. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can't do it on this one. I was a little weirded out with that too. Like, I don't understand why you'd be mad, but I was a little bit. But her and I talked about that though, and like I said, the internet for everybody, and what I like, you may not like, or who I'm cool with, but that doesn't stop the YouTube train from running. So when you say secular, is that Mr. Thierry? I'm trying to figure it out. Because Ferndale's nice. My sister stays down there by Ferndale. What's the city? What's the city by Fern? It's not Ferndale, but it's right over there. Like it's right there. It's right behind. Like when you go into now Ferndale. I mean Ferndale's like 9 Mile and Woodward, right? And isn't it? That's not Highland Park. No, that's Ferndale. My sister stays there, but it's not called Ferndale. It's called something else. Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Okay. The girly boys. Oh no. Well, I don't. He is honest about that though on his stuff. Like I said, I just didn't like how he did with Janelle the other day. I thought that was kind of foul because he put her whole picture up there and made a statement. Which he probably stands on. He has enough followers that the couple two people that he may offend with what he did may unfollow or not go back. But People don't realize that when you do that and you put people's shit out there, you better be willing to stand on whatever consequences happen from that. Because, if you're not totally trying to have something, fucked up happen to somebody, the diversity and inclusion is some fuck shit. Well, if they want to be girly boys, that's on them. But just be realistic with what you are, and that's fine. And don't try to straddle the fence. Don't say there's nothing wrong with me. I just enjoy, you know, wearing women's clothes, or I kissed a boy, or something like that. Like that makes people have an opinion, and then when you, yeah, like I said, I don't really care too much about the cross dressing stuff. I think that's his spiel. Besides the dancing, you know what I'm saying? That's his spiel. So okay, cool. And do you? Ocean Heart did that. He should not insert himself on Janelle. Well, I think that he really, what was going on around it is he was rallying support because somebody that he has that's a good supporter believes that they're being picked on. Well, I'm sure that he knows that. I don't think he thinks that he knows he doesn't look like a woman. He just wears women's clothes. That's not a confusion that he said, but like I said, well, I don't know, Terry. I don't know so much about it being science. I believe a lot of it is a learned behavior. I know some people are born with gender dysmorphia. I know some people are born, but we've always had people in our community like that. However, now with the diversity and inclusion and pick me and all this weird shit that's going on, they are making it like it's a learned behavior. Now it's hard to tell who's really, suffering from the mental illness or who's just playing games. You know, I mean, well, I tell you what, it depends on what kind of job and career it is for me. But I would tell you, Terry, that I believe that men are supposed to bring order. Men are supposed to bring, not only to provide and protect, but they are supposed to bring order. They are supposed to be leaders in all sense of the word. You know what I'm saying? Not just bullies that want you to do what they want you to do. Was she really? Huh. Uh-oh, Terry. Like, well, everybody pays for pussy, so we just hopefully he has a high level of ladies he deals with. Because all pussy is for sale, ladies, if you keep it real. You got to keep it real. Whether he whines you, dines you, listens to you sob and moan, whatever it is. Well, okay then. Pay it up. I mean, at least it's a fair exchange. It's never a robbery. You know what I'm saying? Fair exchange is not a robbery as long as everybody knows what's going on. But what you don't do is invite a woman out, like, oh, I want to get to know you. And you go, I don't know, to dinner and a movie, just your bare basics. You go to the Denny's in a fucking movie on the matinee, and then you're like, come on, baby, I spent $60. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Unless that's been discussed ahead of time. And if that's the case, I would say, fuck the dinner and the movie. Give me the money. If that's the kind of arrangement we're going to have. Well, I'm hip. Oh no, you can't be cheap. You get what you pay for. You know what I'm saying? You either shopping off a Timu for your pussy, or you shopping, where you're gonna have some privacy and some quality. You don't wanna rush into no shit like that, catch something you can't get rid of. Well, isn't that something? I don't know. I think he can see you. You're on here. Hopefully Terry can see you. Terry, can you see my girl Six Thighs there? We just gonna keep it at that. But you asked when the last time I had sex. Well, that a lady never tells. You know what I'm saying? A lady never tells. How about you? When's the last time you had sex with a real person? Hand sex does not count, Terry. Hand sex does not count. Now, who's Ashley? Which one's Ashley, Terry? How'd you suck her toes while you were on top doing it to her? What hole were you using? How can you not see anybody, Terry? I don't know how you can't see anybody because everybody is here. But who's Ashley? Oh, a bad girl, you know. Uh oh. Homeless women with no shoes and dirty feet. Well, it's summertime. You find a bunch of them. All you gotta do is go to the fucking corner stoplight and see them holding the signs and shit. Well, yeah, okay, yeah, maybe legs up in the air. It could be done, or he was planting it in her face. I don't know. All right, Terry. Thanks for coming back. Remember, what happens here stays here. It's kind of like Vegas. We never know where it may or may not go, but everything in here is allegedly true. It's allegedly. Yeah, it's possible. It could have went that way. But all right, everybody say bye to Terry. Terry popped in, did his recon, and he's up out of here. So, oh, why? Well, yeah, you did say that. You did say like you are like on the outs with that. But I'm gonna tell you what, menopause. Well, I'm not even gonna get into all that. But yeah, I guess some people. It is what it is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. As long as it's good though. Don't nobody want no waste of time, Dick. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want no waste of time. That's what I say. My store is open, definitely open. Although look, as we get older and life starts really, coming into focus, and that's all we're gonna say. You do start to be a little more selective. You know what I'm saying? You start to be a little bit more like, what could be the consequences of dealing with this diddler? You know what I'm saying, or whoever it may be. Like, I don't know. There's been a few men that I have met that have just been on bullshit, just been on straight bullshit. Like this one guy, he was pretty nice looking though, but I had ended up, and don't judge me, but I ended up finding this chick. She was walking down the street, and I'm like, "Hey, you need a ride, right?" And she was like, "Oh yeah." So I hung out with her for a little while. We went up to the bar. This was wild. It was like 3 years ago when my husband died, and I didn't have any friends, and I was just paranoid of his friends because you know, they started coming strong when he passed away. And I'm like, no, y'all tripping me out. But so anyway, we were hanging out. We were at this park and we met this guy, and he was nice looking or whatever. So I gave him my number. This son of a bitch called me at like 2:30 in the fucking morning. What did you call? No, hell no. Ain't nothing open after 11 o'clock but legs and 7-Eleven. I'm straight on both of that. Not knowing this guy. It was just crazy. So I don't know. Very, very strange. Now let me see. Oh, that's me. Hold on. I went the wrong way here. But yeah, Guess who's on live now? We might as well look and see. Let's go. Let's see what old confused has to say. Oh, and did you guys see the haircut? Gave Transportation Employee of the Year award to one of the worst. He's got the mullet. Who happens to be African American. But like I said, some of the stuff he says, I could go with. I shouldn't have lost my job. I didn't say anything illegal or untrue. I don't use the N word. He doesn't use the N word. And what is happening in Augusta is happening, yes, G, around the world. We're favoring. In Augusta? Is he in Georgia? Is that where he's at? The worst of the worst. You said your store opened since 7-Eleven. You're funny. You're funny. Crucify and demonize us as the problem. And well, I kind of dig what he's going for because these motherfuckers be so sensitive. You can't crack a joke. You can't have an observation without somebody coming in with their fucking butthurt feelings. You know what I'm saying? So No respect now at all because you cannot discipline at all. Yeah, I'm over. No, I don't. I don't. I don't. But it's, hopefully you guys have it. You know, hopefully you have it. That way, in case it ever comes up and is necessary. You know what I'm saying? So funny. It's about having gun rights, and he said he feels like he cannot carry legally because things escalate very quickly. Anyway, anyway. On some things, I believe so. On some things need to happen. But at a certain point, it's not up to us to play, save the world from, one lone crossdresser. He has a decent following. And he's making money. Some of his views, like he got like, I don't know, it was a lot on the live he did the other morning. It was like a lot. 30, 40,000 views, maybe more than. I mean, that's not like a lot, but you would think that yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out. Yeah, see what he's doing. Yeah, see, because it's not cool to put anybody shit on somebody that you don't have any direct conflict with. You know what I'm saying? Like, because at the end of the day, maybe I can't tell like what ones though. I mean, he doesn't really look like he like shoots drugs. That doesn't, you know what I'm saying? And you can't be a bus driver doing that. I mean, maybe. Well, yeah, that's who he was defending. We know that, and cool. But like I said, if we don't know each other personally, and I have had conversations with her, because that's how I found him was sharing through her channel, and I still don't really know how to take him for real, and that's why I don't understand. Like, I don't know, maybe they're friends outside of this. Meth. I've never even been around meth, so I don't know. But I also heard it makes you do like a lot of weird shit, like how people be digging all in their face and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, listen, listen, the first time I ever seen a man I know was straight do some gay shit was when he was on that pipe. I about fell the fuck out. I about fell out because I had never known this person to be that way. And it was, yeah, yeah. We'll just say I was a bit of a party planner back in the day. Like, I used to have friends that would come on leave from the military. I used to have a couple people that worked for the city of Detroit, like down at the municipal building. We won't say names, shit like that. But there were people that did different, jobs. Back in the day, doctors and lawyers and shit like that used to smoke crack. It used to be crazy. But anyway, the gayest thing I ever seen happen, and they switched up just because they was using this shit. And my friends that used to come out, like, okay, I'm coming out next Friday, and they would come out and they would bring like I would know like their kinks, like what they wanted to do, who they wanted to do it with, type of thing. And they would give me their money, and however long your money lasts is how long you gonna be hanging out partying. And I would get them a room. I would get them their party favors. They want a girl, you get a girl, whatever, whatever, right? A homeboy, I guess, got a little bit too weirded out, and he didn't have any more money because I'm not digging into the money I made off of you. I'm not doing that. And he was like, can you ask whoever you get it from, can I borrow some, so to speak? And I'm like, what? And I was like, no, he don't do borrowing. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell him that I'm who I get it from. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, he don't do borrowing. He was like, well, tell him I will suck his dick. I had to put him out. I'm like, dog, you gotta leave. You have to fucking leave. No, no, no. I was not a pimp. We don't believe in that. Because pimps are a very very different type of thing. Like, pimps are hoes themselves, because if they don't have a lady to pimp, they pimp themselves. That's why they're so androgynous, and a lot of them are very feminine. It's kind of crazy how that rolls because a pimp will sell anything. Pimp will sell his mama. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you look up like a real true pimp, you know, it has gotten perverted over the years, like what an actual pimp stands for, and and no offense to anybody who is a pimp, that isn't for that gay shit, but trust and believe, pimps can be bought too. Like pimps can be bought too. You can pay a pimp for some dick. You sure can. But no, that was not me. I was a party planner. You know what I'm saying? I was a party planner. I was rebelling. I was rebelling against social constructs, and I was around places and faces, and I wasn't gonna be one of those girls. So I had to get me a hustle real quick. Wasn't gonna be Trista. So, but yeah, you meet a lot of different people out there. Well, no, no, it's not. It's not. I mean, the internet, YouTube is a pimp. You know what I'm saying? YouTube is a pimp. You know, I was looking. Stash Cash had posted up like what the different, the little gifts you could give, like a star or a floating heart or whatever it is. He like posted like what each one equals out to monetarily after YouTube takes their cut. And some of them, are as low as 1 cent. You know what I'm saying? So that's a pimp for you. YouTube is a pimp. Well, you know what? Yeah, if well, girls are still out there doing it and doing it big. You know what I'm saying? You got to have the right clientele, and you have to have the right team. Can't nobody, and when I say team, I guess that would be a pimp. You know what I'm saying? But it's a business. You know what I'm saying? Like in Nevada, that shit is legal. Like in Las Vegas, selling pussy and dick is legal. So, and it's a business. You know what I mean? But the majority of the time, the types of people that you and I, and I'm not really including everybody. I'm just not making assumptions on your life or the people that you know or where you stay, any of that. But the average person like you and I are not running across these high caliber bitches. You're seeing, throwback Becky and turn them around Sue, at the corner, trying to make a way for whatever they trying to do. I knew this one old lady said she had grown kids. Like her oldest, I think, was like 18 or 19 when I met her. And she actually had a house in the neighborhood where she used to walk the streets and shit. So sometimes she'd be off duty, like when you have your taxi has a not for rent sale on it, and she'd be walking to the corner store with one of her little daughters or something. I used to be just befucked about that. Like, how do you shit where you sleep? Like, how do you do there? I'm hip. Dancing is different. Look, I didn't have the balls to dance when I was younger. I did work at a strip club, but I was the waitress. Shit, I was the drink hustler. I can't dance to save my soul for real. So, like DMX said, I don't dance. I just move to the beat. So I never have the balls. And then me and my girlfriend, rest her soul, she just passed away earlier this year. She used to be a seamstress. So while I was up at the titty bar being a waitress there, I used to sell dance costumes to the girls. She used to make some badass dance wear. So I used to go around to the different strip clubs and sell dance wear on my days off and stuff. The ones I ate, I used to go all the way out to the fucking dinghy. Was it the dinghy? That's what it was called. It was called the dinghy. And then they had, what one was the traffic light out there by Selfridge? Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's different levels to being a whole thing. Like pussy is always for sale. You know what I'm saying? It's all in, what it is. Everything is just like history is negotiable. You know what I'm saying? Like they're rewriting history right in our faces, and this is not the first time they've done it. So, there's always a perspective. Everybody look even now, and it's really what the internet is doing is exposing the men, because this a lot of them, like he whose name that we shall not say, well, fuck it, we'll say it, awesome, he's out there be, being pimped for the internet. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is when you on there hustling for your money. I'm not saying he's selling sex, that's not what I'm saying, but he's on there making his money. I would have never stopped to take a second listen to him if he didn't look halfway decent at first. So, but everybody, if you look at it, everybody needs a benefactor, whether it's a financial benefactor or even an emotional benefactor. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with the dude I'm boo-hooing about and been in my feelings about the last couple days, like, I thought I made it very fucking clear. Like, look, I choose. I like you. I like you. It is what it is. It's an odd situation that we're in. It's kind of odd. He's not married. I'm not married, so but it's an odd situation, and I don't, man, I don't want your money. It's not what I'm after. But so I help you do different things, whatever. But when I need you, you need to be there. Like, when I need my insurance paid or I need something, the kids need school clothes or something like that, then I'm gonna need you to be there. Other than that, I don't be like hitting him up for, you know, vape money or gummy money. I mean, when he does give me money, I work those things in, but still, but everybody needs a benefactor. It's, I know where it's at. I used to know a girl from up there. Her name was Rachel. I know where it's at. I've probably been up there a time or two, maybe been to a pharmacy or something up there. We'll say no more about that. Oh, there used to play. It's called the, what is it called? The brass, not the brass key. That's in Detroit. The noisy cricket. It was something cricket, and it was out there in Dearborn, right on the border. As soon as you cross out of Inkster and you cross over Beach Daily, it was on the right hand side. It was called the cricket. It was the cricket. Yeah, yeah, that's a hustle. Yeah, my girl who used to make the dance wear and stuff, she ended up getting like arthritis really bad in her hands, so she couldn't, like, and she got really sick, but she couldn't really do her sewing anymore. She passed away. She wasn't even that old either. She was a nurse by trade, though. She was a nurse by trade, and she was off work because something happened. She was hurt physically some kind of way. I forget what surgery she had, but whatever. And then her side hustle was selling the dancewear. Like, she used to make like couch covers and shit. Like, she'd have a different couch cover on her couch all the time, and she would make them. Yup. That was my girl. Her name was Darlene Douglas. That was my homegirl right there. She was my neighbor when I bought my first house in Detroit. She ended up being my neighbor, and she was good people, definitely good people. But shoot, yeah, shoot, it wouldn't be bad if like my daughter wanted to take up sewing. Like, I find things. I'm a collector of sorts. It's different than being a hoarder. So, I had gotten her and found her like a good sewing machine and shit and a table, but she never did anything with it. I don't even know if she still has it, but I would know. I don't even go in her room. She's grown. I don't go in her room too much unless of course all my towels are missing or I can't find bowls and shit. Kind of fucks me around. Now that she's grown, she thinks she can just make up her own rules here and there, like she doesn't have to do the shit I tell her to do anymore. But I don't know. But I wouldn't mind having a watermelon margarita right now. I surely wouldn't mind doing that. I gotta see if I can find me a couple dollars and run to the store really quick. Let me see. Let me see. I hate when you only have bill money, and my daughter gave it to me, so I have to pay the bills with it. But I gotta figure out how to make this work. That's one. That's the other one. That's the other one. So what is this for? Now I'm fucked up because I feel like I have extra money. I feel like it. I think I forgot something though. Hold on. That's one bill. That's the other bill. Hold on. Then. Oh, how does she manage? Oh no. Okay, I was gonna say how she only managed to give me just what I need. Stink bag. Oh, hold on. Okay, that's that. That's. Let me see. All right, so that's that one. That's that. That's that. Then where's the light bill at? There's the light bill. Yeah, I feel like she gave me extra money, but it just can't be because she never does that. My daughter, that's why my daughter has a bank account because she's very frugal with her fucking money. Very frugal with it, but I just feel like, yep, I feel like I could spend this couple of dollars right here. Don't tell anyone, y'all. Do not tell anyone. Hee hee hee. And the thing is I can't even be like, oh no, you didn't give me money for that because she writes everything down. I remember when I don't know, it was probably, I don't know, February or March this year. I'm like, oh, I need whatever. I asked her for some money for something, and she gave me some money and I spent it on what I wanted to spend it on, but somehow or another she told me it was for something else that I didn't do with it. I don't know. Whatever though. She'll get over it. She'll be all right. I told her it's payback from when she was little and she was always in my fucking pockets. I know my she's not used to me like not working. Like this is the first time in my life that I'm like, I don't really want to go back to work yet. I don't. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I have my little side hustles, but there's always a but when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? There's always a but when it comes to that. And I'm in my feelings about that but. So I don't know. That goes back to what I was saying. Like everybody, needs help from somebody, and I deal with this cat, and I like him. Oh, thank you. Yeah, life is tricky, but I think I've had so many solid starts. Like some of the stuff that I've done and been involved in building, if I would have been emotionally and mentally ready for those starts, I would have not let it fall to shit when, like, me and my daughter's father, we had a good start, man. He had me set up in a really good fucking way. But when we parted ways, it was just, and the way that it happened was really fucked up that I just was like, fuck it, I don't want none of this. And I signed off on all our properties except for the one that we lived in together. And by the time I ended up signing off of that property, he had already gotten married to somebody else, and him and his wife and kids was living in that house. And if I wasn't sitting in Oakland County Jail on a $350,000 cash and surety bond, I wouldn't have signed my half over. I wouldn't have signed it over. I would still had it, but I needed to get up out of there. So it is what it is. And then does he own any other pair of shorts but these black ones with the tassels on the bottom? I'm trying to see. I can't scroll back where I'm at. I'm trying to see just because I'm fucking messy like that. Let me stop. I'm not even going to tell y'all what I'm doing, but. Well, it depends. I mean, what you mean rolled with, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was the point. I never, like, we all use each other. Like, God made a funny fucking joke when he made us as social creatures. Like, we all need and use each other. It's the point you don't misuse somebody. So, yeah, them shorts or something. So yeah, there's always has to be a benefit to being around somebody, and it depends on what their reason is for being around you. Just like when I was party planning and stuff, it didn't start out that I was the party planner. It started out that I was partying with them, and then they wanted shit that I just don't do it. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? However, and it doesn't matter how much money you say, okay, I'll, give you $100 for this. Doesn't matter. I said I'm not doing it. However, I know somebody that will, so give me the $100 and I'll be right back. And I'll go get somebody to do it for 10 or 15, $20. Here you go. And I pocket the rest of that money. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. So hey, Miss Janelle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When you got a bum, yeah, that's bad. That's bad. Yup, yup. Did you see that? Did you see my comment, Janelle, the other day? You know you was the subject of a discussion over here on Twinkle Toes' channel. And let's see. I want to see, does he take this the comment down that's up there? Mega Willbean said, "What the fuck am I watching? Crazy dude. He just told this guy to fuck off." And somebody else is like, "What the fuck is this world coming to?" Ooh, somebody called him Buffalo Bill. Oh, he said that there's so much hatred on YouTube that if you say anything intelligent or true, they just fucking hate on you. No, they're yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are going in on him talking about he looks ridiculous, whatever, but trolls make your channel go around, so he's good to ignore that, but let's see what we got. Yeah, it was something different, you know, and it's not even about who looks feminine or who doesn't. It was the whole reason that he decided to put your face up on there and talk. It wasn't because you and him had an actual beef. At least that's not what he portrayed. He was coming to the rescue because you had beef with somebody else, right? And that's kind of where I feel like I don't really know how to take him, because who else will he turn on? Because weren't you guys like all right with him at one point? Wait a minute, what do you mean? Haha makes her feel good. So whatever. Hi, I'm Buffalo Bill. Well, Buffalo Bill is from Silence of the Lambs. That was the guy who danced around in the fucking lady skin suit and wore the lady clothes and stuff. So yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it puts the lotion on the skin. It puts the lotion on the skin. Yes, it does. That's funny though. Uh oh. Terry was over there. Hold on. Oh wait, no, is this? No, it's not the same Terry. Okay, it's a different Terry, I think. Yeah, I have to scroll back and see, because now I'm just being fucking nosy. You know what I'm saying? Trying to catch up with what's happening. But I don't think that Janelle looks like she has a masculine jawline. I don't think so. I think that. Oh yeah, no, it's not the same Terry. It's a different Terry. Okay. This can of worms needs to be open and talked about. Instead, people ignore it because they're scared for many different reasons to speak up. Well, not me. I'm grateful I live where I do, whatever that means. But anyway, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, and then why would Terry come on here and say he screwed Ashley? What was that? Oh, does she? I wonder why. I mean, I haven't seen a picture of you, but I mean, are you a man that puts on women's skin? I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just some weird shit. Now he's taking his tube top off, showing his bare chest in his fringe shorts with a mullet. Yeah, no, I don't. He does. He stays on. He doesn't have anything else to do before work, after work, and all day on a Sunday. He's been on all day. Hold on, let's see. What he put. Oh, he put some guy up on there. Okay, right. I heard that. Yeah, I heard that she was blonde. Talk about you was hot. Well, you know what? Aging gracefully. I'm not quite the looker I used to be, but like I said, I still don't look too fucking bad for being in my 50s. So, and although I do believe that hitting the age wall for a woman is very true. You know what I'm saying? As far as a lot of a lot of women don't feel that they are valuable if they are not able to have babies. Uh, Yeah, I tell you what, I think whatever I was doing back in the day must have had a formaldehyde or some kind of preservative in it because, yeah, I didn't catch it that bad either. You know, I did not catch the wrinkles that bad. Like my mom, I feel bad for my mom. I think by the time my mom was in her 60s, she had her first facelift. And but she was a postal worker. She worked outside for 40 plus years. You know, she never wanted to work inside the office, especially after in the 80s when people were shooting up post offices and shit like that. So my mom was out, you know, and never missed work. I think I get my work ethic from my parents, you know. And really, if going back to what I was saying, if I would have been ready for a lot of the financial, the solid starts that I had, if I would have been ready, I would be in a much different position financially than I am now, you know. But like I tell my kids, I'm not tripping. Both my older children doing way better than I was at their age, you know, and both of them know that shit. If it ever comes down to it, one of y'all, both of y'all, we can do 6 months at your house and 6 months at her house, and have you a mother-in-law apartment. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's gonna be. And I'm not going to nobody's fucking dank ass basement. So get it right. Yeah, the cigarettes. Yeah, hey girl, what's up? What's up, day one? How you doing? Yeah, yeah. Well, and that's one of the first places that you lose collagen, like your wrinkles in your forehead, like your brow line, under your eyes, and right in that circle around your mouth where you them wrinkles from you think smoking or using a straw, sucking dick, whatever people get it from. I'm just saying, but that's collagen. You need collagen there. That's why I take collagen. I use collagen serum. I don't be paying no arm and a leg for it, man. Whatever they sell at the local store around here, you know, not the five and below, but some around here. Now, if I had the money, I would be tempted to go get some Botox in those areas, but that's it. Oh, I finally did get a peek at it, girl. It's a shithole. But it's the hood, and I just can't imagine moving someplace where you still using garbage bags over your fucking windows. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of place did you move into? Really? That's what's up, Munchie. I really want to try. I don't have the money to do it right now. I don't have the money, and I don't even think it's that expensive anymore. I don't have the money right now, and I'm at the point now, like I said, where I wasn't financially solid for any type of retirement. I had planned I was going to have to work for the next 15 years for sure, to save up something for a retirement because everything that I had got donated to the streets, got seized, and then I signed off a lot of stuff, when I was me and my daughter's father. And then after that, it just monetary stuff and that kind of shit wasn't a big. I'm cool with it. Like, I'm really simple. I'm cool. My car is 25 years old, runs like a top though, except, oh, I think I got to get my calipers replaced in the front. Yep, I feel like that's going to be the next thing to go. Well, I haven't smoked cigarettes in, it's been 10 years now. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't. Like, I think the only reason they're not as bad as they could be is because I never used to smile. Like, smiling was not my fucking thing. Like, ever. Smile. Like, now I feel like, yeah. Yeah, I'm hip on that. Yeah, but like I said, the people who know me already know. Like, the people that are local around me, they already know, and I don't even know. Yeah, you can't really slip with a whole lot of nothing on here these days, because, like I said, with whomever put my address up that day, was like, what the fuck I do to you sorry, lonely, whatever kind of person you are. Because just like the same thing, how Mike put Janelle shit up there for somebody else's beef. I feel like the person who did that shit to me is connected to somebody else's fucking problem, you know? I'm here, baby. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you clarifying that, though. I really do. And plus, I don't even fit into that anymore. I mean, I'm down to my pre-baby weight, so everything might not be in the place that it was before I had kids, but I weigh less than I did when I had my first baby at 20. So I'm just a thick old girl. You know what I'm saying? I just got to get my butt back up off the back of my thighs. That's all. I've been working on that though. That's why I was doing all that swimming and shit. But now with this funky shit, I'm like, right, right. Yeah, you had told me that last time. They were, somebody did. Like I said, it is what it is. This was several lives ago. I just, and they were using my name, like they were trolling me in my name. You know what I'm saying? Calling me a racist white girl, blah blah blah, whatever it is. I'm not, like I said, I don't pick up a lot of shit people are putting down, but don't come try to fight somebody else's battle. Cause if I was a spiteful bitch, it's not hard to find out the IP address to whomever did that, and then be a real asshole. You know what I'm saying? That part, who would not want to go? My parents moved to Florida. They love it. They fucking love it. Well, and you know what? That's one thing I did notice that, I pop in and out and sit in the bushes on a few people's lives that I've met in that particular circle. How, you guys and I have become acquainted. I do sit back and do a lot of listening, and I don't see a lot of that happening. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be right. You can't give it to them. But what I'm saying about that other situation, I don't really see a lot of that happening. However, I may miss the particular lives that do that to her. I don't know, but I don't see a lot of people coming in there, or even really bringing her up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really not sure how to take that. Like I'm one of those people like you. I have to, like, even when I learn and when I was in college, I have to hear it, see it, do it. I have to be familiar. I can't just jump on the bandwagon with that. It did make me very much aware that it can be done when it happened to me, and I'm like, oh, that's a pretty shitty thing. However, I believe in karma. I know I ain't did shit to nobody that bad, unless somebody. The only bad part is like, yeah, he's showing somebody. He was accused of something. I wasn't even listening to that, but yeah, he's trying to prove some point. I wasn't even listening. I'm just basically watching the people that are in his chat, like the names of people. That's what I pay attention to. Like, if I'm laying in bed with my eyes closed, I'll hear what he's saying. But I like to watch who's in the chats, these people's chats, so that I can get familiar when dumbasses like whoever that guy was earlier that jumped in here. What was his name? Ding or Dong, whatever his name was. What was his name? He was I can go back that far because I don't have a lot of. Let me see. What was his fucking name? He came in way early. Uh oh yeah, no. Oh, Lance Christopher. I gotta write him down because I'll probably see him again. I don't know who he came in fucking rah 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 for, but shut the fuck. Jeez. And then what is that? B9P. All right. Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. Let me go down here. Who, tell him to put it on all chat? I don't even think he reads his chats really. I don't know, but if I pop on there, then my cover's blown. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure, because I'm positive that there are people replaying and listening to our conversations and stuff. I'm positive of this, that people listen to our, because I get some, instant like DM messages kind of thing, which I just figured out about, and so I'm positive. I don't want to put his mods up on me like I'm really really in there. Somebody said he has soulless eyes. Slavery has nothing to do with the young black men committing and getting away with all the kind of violent crimes. Not here in New Hampshire. Carol Durant is really going for it. But I tell you what, we talking about Ocean. Oh, he's not in our chat, baby. We talking about Ocean Heart. That's who we were talking about. Ocean Heart. It's somebody from a whole nother thing. You want to see something funny? Hold on. I'm gonna give you his. I'm gonna give you his stuff. You go tune in on him. His name is Michael Nelson. He goes by what is it? Ocean Heart. Ocean Heart. Let me look. Uh, Let me go and find out. Ocean Heart. Ocean underscore Heart dash F90. Right, yeah, go get a visual so you can see what we're talking about. And just keep in mind when you pop in and he's got his shirt off, he was just wearing a pink fucking tube top. Just keep that in mind. Because it's hard to, yeah, it's hard. It's hard. I don't know. But I think a lot of people are just coming in just to fucking talk shit about him or whatever. I mean, he's got 150 people in there and 5 likes. That's not good numbers. You know what I'm saying? But who knows? I have to hit the like button though. I've been referencing him for content. So yeah, he's definitely talking up. Well, some of the stuff, I don't know. I'm gonna leave that alone, considering I'm just coming off a big whole kerfluffle about being an old racist white lady. But right is right and wrong is wrong, man. The victim mentality. I think that's the point he's trying to make. I'm not really listening, like I said, but my whole thing is this here. Like, people are like, oh, white people did this and white people did that, but I didn't do it. And in my fucking lifetime, and in one, two, three, 4 generations of my family, we weren't involved in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of my family members came over here to get away from being indentured slaves where they were at. Every society has a level of people that do the fucking most for the least. You know what I'm saying? And that, what does that have to do with it? Oh, well, now I do say that too because, like, my kids be like, "Oh, you're white." No, I'm not. I'm not the same color as your shoelace. I'm not the same color as my fucking toilet, right? And just like black is there, people are not black. They are brown people. It's just different, but whatever. I don't like that either because if you go strictly on definition and color, then there is no such thing as black people. There are people that have melanin and are brown, but like I told, so when my kids were little, they were like, well, what color? And I really remember my youngest, he's 13 now, but I remember him like, you white. And I'm like, what you mean I'm white? Am I the same color as the toilet? No. But what color am I? He was like, well, you pink. Yeah, okay, I'll take pink. You know what I'm saying? I'll take pink. But, I just think people get too caught up in the color thing. And then, because once you get caught up in recognizing the difference in people's colors, then it goes down that slippery slope of bringing racism and, oh, it's unfair this and it's unfair that into the conversation. And I think that's where we go wrong, having these conversations and drawing that fucking line in the sand, just like Fancy with this. It's just for black women. Well, how in the fuck? Like we're all different? No, we're all the same species. We're all women. You know what I'm saying? That's just like saying female dogs because they're different colors, then they must be completely different. You got to treat them completely different. It just doesn't make sense to me. I think that's some raggedy output. I think that's victim mentality. That's what I think. And this comes from I am a minority in my city. I think that they're lying to us in general about the percentage of brown people in our country. I believe there's way more than whatever 3% or whatever it is that they say. Oh, we only have, like when they bring a statistic up, they say, oh, they're only 13% of the population, but they're 75% of the crime incarcerated people. Well, that those two things I don't think can be true at the same time. I just don't think they can be true at the same time. You know, I just don't see, especially the mass incarceration we have in our country. I just can't see that being true. So I think if people would, take color out of it and use, the content of their character, the merit of their actions. You know what I'm saying? Judge people on that, and I think people get be a whole. We'll find out we got a lot more alike than we do different. But people want to jump on that fucking weird shit, especially with the climate of our country today is probably worse than it was before the civil rights. I'm sorry, I hate to say it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at it just statistically, black families were doing way better before the civil rights movement. There was no victim mentality. There was no you owe us this, this, and this. Men were leading families, and this goes for all poor families and families with money. There has to be a leader and there has to be a follower. I didn't really want to get off into that. I did say I was going to go get me something to drink, but let me see. Am I still going to do that? I believe I am. Come on, Vegas. Come on. Out of here. Let's go. Get out. Out, out, out. Out. Go on. Okay, let me take my raggedy self to the store. Let me see. Hold on. Because now I'm like, what else do I want while I'm there? Do I have the money for it? I don't think so. I don't think I do. Hold on. All right, I might now. Look, I'm like, this little extra $6 won't hurt anything. We'll take it. We shall see. I keep saying I don't want to go to work for another company. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But I'm going to have to. I'm going to fucking have to go back to work. I just, it would have been nice if I'd have been financially set up to not have to go back to work. But since I got screwed this year on my taxes and all of my unemployment money and having to pay back all that money, that I got screwed. I haven't had, this was supposed to be my kickback, go out of town, see my son, not work all summer, and then go back to work in the fall summer. So, all right, I'm going to lose you guys for a minute. I got to go out to my car, so bear with me. Oh, something, man. I don't know. You know what? I might not have took them towels. I have to deal with that when I get back. All right, can y'all hear me now? Door closed. Yep. All right, can y'all hear me? Because I lose reception when I come out around. I don't understand why, but I do. And I'm going to tell you what, for as old as my buggy is, this sucker do start up like every time. I'd be laughing. I tease people like I'll die before my truck dies. That's the engine wise. I know I'm going to have to replace these front calipers. So, wait. I think that's what's going on. I think that's why sometimes I get a funny notice from my ABS system. That's why I try not to do a whole lot of driving, especially unnecessary stuff like, hanging out or whatever. I try not to do that because of the fact I don't have like a real stable income coming in, and I try not to lean on my kids unless I absolutely have to. So, can y'all hear me? Hit the like button. Hit the like button and then put a 1 in the chat. Make sure y'all can hear me that I didn't lose y'all. Because I will get carried away talking shit and find out I've been talking to myself for a half hour. That happens sometimes. So, I know it's fucking gorgeous out. It is gorgeous out today. Quite frankly, if I didn't have Funkle Egg from the lake or wherever I got it from, I would be out swimming. But I definitely said that I'm going to stay out the lake for the rest of the summer. I got to go find a friend that's got a pool. Hate when that happens. Who's the pool that's local, close by? Oh, yeah, it's nice out. So I don't know. I'm thinking about what I'm gonna make for dinner. I've got these chicken breasts. I was too lazy to separate the pack and like freeze some of it, so I opened the whole. I buy like the big family packs, because usually the boy is home and he eats like nobody's business. But it's just been me and my daughter, and sometimes I'll make enough and take some to my friend, but he lately it makes got me in my feelings, so I just said I ain't gonna do that no more for a while. Just pull back a little bit and because I think mistakes have been made dealing with this character here. I mean, men are different though. Men are different. But even us as women, you could a guy could be all the way cool until he does that just that one thing and you be turned off. And I don't know, hopefully I didn't do that one thing and turned him off. You know what I'm saying? Because he's definitely not the kind of guy that has to be pressed about no female. What the fuck is happening here with this baloney shit? While you guys are making left-hand turns from the weird... Man, some people, man. I wonder where they got their driver's license from. That shit is crazy. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't have to worry about chicks and shit. Like, he's definitely a upper salon kind of guy. Like, one of them... he may not be no Fortune 500 kind of guy, but he definitely... Where I'm from, he definitely that deal. So hopefully I didn't do just that one thing that turns a motherfucker off. Which I doubt. How could me, turn anybody off? You know? I mean, maybe because I have no filter on it when I say certain things. I don't know. It could be anything. Could be a number of things. Continue to talk while I run in this. Let me see what. Wait a minute. Did I not bring what I thought I didn't? I left it at home. Did I? Oh well. Let me hurry up so I can get back home. All right. All right, all right. I'm going here and pick what I want now. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. Yep, yep, yep. I need to, like I said, find me an indoor pool or something. Look, I'm so greedy. I'm like, do they have these in the big ones? No. All right. Well, the little one is not what I came here for. And then I want, because you can't get something to sip on without something to snack on. You just can't do it. Definitely a carb eater. I'm really not into candy and stuff like that. I'm into carbs like chips and bullshit like that. I do like this jalapeno dip stuff though. But with what? Um, I really don't like those. All right, well, no, I don't like those because once my daughter eats up all the jalapeno dip, nobody will eat the rest of the scoops. All right, well, I'm gonna do. Oh, they've got dill pickle Lay's chips. That sounds yummy. Maybe. How about? Oh, here they are. Sour cream and onion. I don't even look. I'm in here like, I don't know what I want. And tell me women are not frugal and hard to make a decision. I'm standing in the chip aisle like I can't choose. And I don't even like all the choices I have to choose from. That's the crazy part. Well, all right. I just I know it's gonna help. The price is gonna help me choose. That's fact. No, yeah, no, I'm not eating that shit. But I will eat some pretzels though. That I will eat. Maybe. All right, I know I'm not a lot of fun while I'm in here being indecisive, so just give me a minute. I'm gonna look what I want. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, probably not. How about, bitch, just make up your mind. Okay, I will. Um, all right, we're doing this. That's it. Don't look back. Do not look back. You've made your mind up. All right, y'all, hold on a minute. All right. Okay. Ready, set, set. And then put this right here. No, I'm not going to get ready. All right. And then those right there. I'm in. I didn't even notice. How did it go? All right. Salesman, salesman. All right. What are you? All right. There you go. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Yes, please. You could just throw them in that same bag. It's fine. I'll toss them on in there. They won't be in there that long. All right. Thank you. All right. Have a good one now. All right. Thanks. See how nice I am when I'm out in public, y'all? I try. See? Oh, boy. Where's my quarter? Yep, I try to be nice in public. Well, I'm nice anyway. I'm nice to everybody, but, you know, in public especially. So, oh, boy. Yep. I don't know. Shoot, I just got to thinking something we were talking about earlier. You know how having pimps and people selling pussy and shit. I don't know if shit don't turn around for me. I might have to sell some pussy for some school clothes for my boy. Hee. Psych. I mean, but I did just think about. I'm like, damn, school is coming. I got to get on top of that. I gotta. His grandmother sent me some money for some school clothes, and I had to make some different moves. I had to pay something. I had to pay one of my credit cards down, which I don't even use anymore. I got rid of it. I'm no good with credit cards. I'm terrible with them. I'm terrible with them. I think I got another $150 to pay down, and that's it. Then I'm done with that because I don't like, especially when you have stuff on like auto pay and shit like that. Like, look what happened. I had my rental insurance on. It was on auto pay because you get a better deal, right? But actually, it's for my daughter. Her rental insurance. You know, we kind of keep our stuff separate even though we live in the same house. And because she has, but if shit hits the fan, my stuff will get replaced my way, your stuff, I'm not, no. She's got her, whatever she's got going on. So we had it just auto paying. Well, it always assumed to me that if you don't pay your premium, right, you don't have insurance. Farmers Insurance is trying to take me to collections for 60. They're trying to take me to collections for $65. That's good luck with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, good luck with that. They'll get theirs right after I pay this 11,000 off that unemployment says they overpaid me, which was almost 20,000. So I did get it down to 11. Who knows? Who knows? You got to pay that off. There's no telling when you need unemployment. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I want them damn 20 weeks that I got sitting there that I can't until I pay this money down. Because that job is not going to get out of doing that fuckery. Hey, handsome. Really? Huh. Look at it. I'm terrible. Terrible old lady. Terrible old lady. Be eyeballing these young guys. He wasn't child young now. He had to be probably in his 40s, late 30s, 40s. But, yeah, that's just crazy to me that just like, and then you know who else did some bullshit is AARP Insurance. It's through the Hartford. They're full of shit too. They're full of shit too. Hold on, I'm about to go in my area, so I'm gonna lose y'all. It's just that fast to get to and from the libation store. 4 minutes till I get in the house. Again, I don't care how pretty you look sitting there by your bowl. You already ate, sir. All right, y'all. I am back. I got to get to cooking too. I think I'm gonna make some chicken fried rice, like some stir fry or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I am thinking about it. So, all right, I'm back in the house. So, oh Lord. Yep, I'm in my house now. I guess we can play peekaboo with the camera just a little bit, just a little bit, just so people know I'm not a robot. You're not talking to a robot. And this is really whatever I'm saying is really coming out of my mouth. So you just call that what it is. And now I almost wish I didn't get these kind of chips, but whatever. I got them. It is what it is. Pay no attention to these cans right here. They're from a few days now. There's only what, 5 of them? Yeah, there's only 5 of them. So anyway, shoot. Oh. Uh-oh. That's another thing about this little joint. It definitely is hot in this little joint because they are not only on top of each other, but I have a condo on top of me and a condo to both sides. So I have side, no side windows, which is crazy to me. So there's no cross breeze going through here. But, oh well, it's mine. Fuck it, I'm cool. But, try to let the breeze in. And as soon as I get a little few extra dollars, I'm definitely gonna get my fish some friends. I only got 2 little guys down in there now. Their buddy just passed away the other. Hi Vegas, and I got a pleco down in there, but he hides so much you can never see him. He's under there. Can y'all see him? He's in. Hi Vegas. Yes, I know. I see you. Yeah, but I gotta get my these tetra are schooling fish, and they definitely have lost their buddies going down the line here a little bit. Uh-oh. What happened? What are you doing? What are you doing, Playboy? What are you doing? What are you doing? That's a good boy. Yep, yeah, I am really not keen on having animals on the furniture and shit. But, and when we first got him, he never got up on the furniture. Even on the couch that I had in here before this, he never got on the couch. It's actually the little couch down in my son's room now. But one of my coworkers was getting new furniture, so she gave me this sofa and love seat. And she had a dog, and I guess she used to let her dog, get on the furniture. They definitely, around this time of the year, will get to blow in their coat. And I tell you what, I vacuum up probably starting from about a week ago or so, going in through August. He's blowing his coat, so it's like cleaning up a whole dog every time. Every time I vacuum, every day, it's like vacuuming up a whole dog. Just a ball of hair that comes up. And his hair is just, oh, it's okay. I know I'm talking about. Oh, he looks like you, bitch. Hold on. He's looking, he's giving me the fucking side eye, like, oh, you're fucking talking about me. I'm sorry, Bubby. Yeah, boy. But you're hairy. You're a hairy boy. Yeah, you're hairy. Yeah. I know. Don't side eye me. It's okay. As soon as I started talking about him, he started side eyeing me, like, oh, bitch, what are you talking about? But he's a good dog. He's definitely gotten better over the years we've had him. Because we've had him 3 years now, and he's 5. And shoot, wasn't last year, but the year before. Was it the year before? Or was it last year? I think it was the year before, like not last November or December, but the November or December before that, he bit me. I don't know. He's a reactive kind of dog. Like if he feels some kind of way, like and when we first got him, he was definitely probably feeling some kind of way. And we really didn't know each other very well, him and I, because I didn't want him. My daughter tricked me into to letting him come into the house. She tricked me. I want my freezer. Oh, there it is. She tricked me. So yeah, me and a friend of mine were here, talking shit, having a couple drinks. She was cutting my son's hair, and the dog did something, and I went to like correct him and like tell him to go in his cage. And I went to go grab his collar, and I don't know if he thought I was gonna hit him or what, but he gave me one good boop, got me good. I had to have 3 stitches. That's how deep it was. Like, and they don't even usually stitch up dog bites, but it was so wide, just from that one initial pop. I like his big long tooth or whatever did it. Yep. He's lucky he survived that incident though. He really is, because if I was at my old house, he'd be under the garage somewhere, behind the garage. And I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, I'm just saying, I don't, no animals were harmed when that happened. Yeah, I'm not into hurting animals and shit, but I'm just saying, yeah, it was kind of fucked up. So, let me see, I have to look up. I want to make like a fried rice, but somehow or another, I'm feeling like I forgot how to make it. Where's my, I do have a cookbook, don't I? I don't know where I put it, but I have it. Where is my cookbook? My cookist bookist. Mm-mm-mm. I could Google it, but where's my, isn't that something? Where is my cookbook at? Huh. Well, that's different. I don't know where it went. Huh. Oh, wait, here it is. Right where I put it, on top of the fridge, right where I put it. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. When you come back, Munch, I need to know what you made for dinner. Oh, who clicked that? All right. But, let's see. Poultry too. But let me see. Would fried rice be a side dish? I wish they just had a thing that just said. Let me look over here if they have it in the back. Okay, here we go. Let's go to fried rice. Okay, chicken kebabs. No, 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 no. Vegetable chicken noodle soup. No, we don't want that. I want um Chinese skillet chicken and rice. We could try that. 246. Let me see what it looks like first. Page 246. I don't know why it feels like I forgot how to cook it. And I love playing with food. I love cooking. Well, that looks good. And I just happen to have those colorful peppers too. And I have mushrooms. Oh, I don't have any Chinese 5-spice powder. Yup. I got that. I got all this. Oh, I don't have any bean sprouts. Yep. Okay, so let's look at something else here. Let's look at fried rice. Because that's easy to make too. Let me see. C, D, E, F, F. And they don't have it here, so let me look under R for rice. Then I don't know. That just seems kind of weird. PQR rice. Singapore rice salad. Spicy sweet and sour chicken. Vegetable fried rice. So 484 or 236. Let's look at 236. What is this? Sweet and sour chicken. I don't want that though. Wait a minute. I have that. I have that. I have that. I have that. I have. I don't have that. Um. Oh yeah, no. What is it for? What? Yeah, I might have to wing this because where are we at? Baked Spanish rice. No, I don't want that. No. Why do they only have one baked Spanish rice and barley? I don't want that. I want. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, so you chill, you cook it, chill it. Okay. Oh, well, this is easy. Okay, so, oh, that's easy. I can do this. I got this. All right, let me make my rice first. Oh, shit. Damn it. Leave it to my daughter. I don't like that. Now, I did not wash my pots from when I cooked last. That's not cool. And I cook more than once a day, but my thing is this here. When I cook, you clean. You know what I'm saying? I don't like this kind of shit right here. When I finally get my lazy ass up and ready to cook something, I gotta go in here and get, I don't know, because what she thought because she had to work today or something that she couldn't do this. I don't know. I seem to remember plenty of times throughout my children's lives where I had to work and still cook for them. I don't know. Maybe because she thinks she's grown. I don't know. I love her though. Definitely mini me, that's for sure. Uh-oh. But anyway, I appreciate you guys coming through for a quick chatteroo. I'm gonna definitely go do a little being nosy because I can't be nosy at the same time when I'm running my mouth to you guys. And I definitely want to do a camera on live where I can point out things that I want you guys to notice to be aware of. And I vaguely remember some of my lady friends here that have come over to chew the fat and gossip on the down low. We were supposed to do a little recon. Now I did. I have notes on a couple people. I have some notes on some people. Not only are they just people that I think are a little bit radical in their support of said person, but I also have notes on some people that are playing both sides of the fence with said person, and also the people that are giving this motherfucker good money. And when I say good money, I mean good money. I've seen it in one of the lives. Man, they was cashing him the fuck out. So, but it makes me wonder if all was revealed, would they still send him all that money? You know what I'm saying? That, and now that may fall under the realm of not my business if they weren't on YouTube doing it. I think it is my business. It's really my business to talk about whatever I want to talk about. You know, I try to do it respectfully. I try to be respectful and only say names when to really point somebody's name out. I feel if it's something that somebody that I'm talking to in my chat needs to be aware of, or if somebody has went out on a limb and decided they were going to try to fucking talk about me or blaze me. You know what I'm saying? And then you only got to show me one time. You only got to talk about me one time. And I'm going to talk about you until you fucking die. You know what I'm saying? Because can no good never come out of a two-faced person. Nothing good. And I'm petty fucking Betty. I am. I'm petty fucking Betty. Anytime I happen to stumble through and catch a motherfucker off their balance or off their mark, I'm definitely going to talk about them. So, and that's only for the people who, you know, want to put names to faces and put narratives out there. Just like the other fucking dingaling. That weird shit she's talking about and doing. I ain't been over there lately either, but I don't fuck with them. She was pretty boring. She's an easy target. Once I watched her a little bit more, I seen just how naive she is. I'm like, she's not even gonna be any fun to talk with. Cause she's one of them motherfuckers that'll just start crying and hollering for help. Like them tough internet people, so tough, talking about they'll get active and this, that, and the other, but they don't want to get out of their femininity. But if she were to get out of her femininity, she'd get fucking active with me. I don't like that kind of tough talk. And then you run to the internet crying for help. Nope. I don't like that. So that shit was no fun. I feel like that's one of them things, like, I feel like people start shit, and then when they start to feel the heat, they want to backtrack on it. But I ain't even put no heat out because I noticed, like, my mother and father used to always tell me, it's just because you can doesn't mean that you should. Like, that goes in line with a lot of things. Like, just because you can be a bully doesn't mean you should be a bully. Just because you can whoop somebody's ass doesn't mean you should whoop somebody's ass. You know, you just don't do it just for the sake of doing it. Now, you know, your hand can always be forced on some shit like that if, you know, if they really call for it. But once I did my little investigation and got to paying attention to this goofy broad, I'm like, yeah, fuck her. You know, now if she wants to bring my name up again, you know, then we can go at it. We can talk. But, you know, as far as that goes, she was boring. That's not even going to make one video of content. You know what I'm saying? And with the climate of the world today, she'll cry, I'm picking on her because she's a black woman. You know what I'm saying? Which, ha ha ha, very funny. Like some of these people, like they don't know your life for real. They, you know, they think because I have a certain dialect or I use certain ebonics or whatever, or I live in a certain area, that I must be, you know, whatever your stereotype is of a white woman in that predicament or that lifestyle or that situation. And I still say that we have more in common than we have differences, man. If you would stop being on your fucking soapbox about how poorly people were treated 100 years ago, fuck. And figure out how you gonna keep, you know, you know, how we gonna get this shit together for real for everybody. You know, I'm not with that crybaby shit. You know, just like over the last few years, they have really tried to devalue white people. They've really tried to get people to fucking not be proud that they're white or that they're European or they're Polish or they're whatever the fuck they are. You know what I'm saying? And like I watched this thing on YouTube and they were asking people like, are you proud to be black? And people were like, absolutely, I'm proud to be black. You know, are you proud to be Latino? Yes, I'm absolutely proud to be Latino. Are you proud to be, you know, African? Oh yes, I'm absolutely proud to be African. Then they went and asked these two white women, are you proud to be white? And they looked at each other and the one girl said absolutely not, that she was not proud to be white. And the other girl had to think about it and you could see the wheels start to spinning when asked to, why are you not proud? Like, why are you not proud of who you are? You know, blah, blah, blah. And as her wheels were spinning and she got to thinking about exactly why she was saying she wasn't proud to be white, it was bullshit. Like, had been gaslit into not being proud of who the fuck she is. I don't like that kind of shit. That shit is weird. Who the fuck are you barking at right now? This is not the dog talk time. What do you want? And then I swear this dog waits until I'm elbow deep cleaning chicken to decide he has got to use the fucking toilet. I bet that's what he wants. And listen, sir, I don't have time for you right now. I'm cutting chicken. All right, when I get done cleaning and cutting up this chicken, I will then take you out to go to the toilet. Because he just went out before my daughter left for work. So it's not like he is just dying to use the fucking bathroom. Trying to decide, yeah, I'm going to have to cut these in half and then cube them for this stir fry. As a matter of fact, I may not even use all this chicken. Oh, dang. Huh. Hold on, let me give me some paper here, some butcher paper out. Yeah, for those of y'all who do not know, I definitely play with food. That is one of the things I love to do. So I label and date everything. I use freezer paper. I use butcher paper. I label and date and put all my stuff up. I rotate at home. Anything you would expect to be done in an industrial kitchen, I do in my kitchen. You know, we sweep and mop every day. We don't fucking bullshit around when it comes to. And plus, my place is so small, and with this hairy dog, I couldn't not sweep and mop every day. It just would be something that I could not do. I'm gonna have to freeze the rest of these chicken breasts though, because I do not want. I had chicken breast last night too, so I'm not gonna have it 3 nights in a row. So boneless chicken breast, and this is I bought these the other day, so we're gonna date it for July 26th. Yep, I date everything in my freezer. Although I do have, man, I have to get rid of it. It's in my freezer. And I got it from, you know how your job will give you like a Christmas ham or a Christmas turkey or whatever it may be. And so my job gave out these turkeys for Thanksgiving one year. And now mind you, it's just me and my daughter and my boy. You know, the rest of my family is either estranged or they live out of state. So it was just the 3 of us. And the size of the turkey they gave, the motherfucker is 24 pounds. This turkey is huge. It is huge. So I've had it in my deep freezer. I really need to. How in the flapjack are these bees getting in here? Hold on, I'll be back. I got to go figure out how to get this bee out of my house. How are they even getting in? Like, I have new screens and shit. Like, how did this happen? Where's this bee coming from? Come here. Did I get him? Oh, I had it too. Oh, come here, baby. You put this bee outside, y'all. Vegas, stay. We're not going to kill the bee. Nope. Get out. I don't know how they're getting in the house. Like, I just got new screens, and I don't know, like, what happened. Move. Come on, man. Yeah, I just paid all that money for new screens, and I don't understand how the hell they're getting in. I mean, I did notice that my front door and my garage door need to be rehung. Like, whoever hung them didn't. They're not plumb. They're definitely hung. They're crooked. Like, they really just threw this place together to sell it. So they need to be rehung. That's a project for another day, another time. However, the screens and stuff I had replaced, brand new screens in all the windows. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 5 windows in the whole place. I might have 800 square feet where I'm at. It's relatively a small place. And I paid for new screens and new, what do you call them? Whatever the screens are in, like whatever they're called, the mounts or the frames or whatever they are. And I'm going to tell you what, I didn't have a problem last year. But this particular year, I am catching, hey, I can't right now, Vegas. I'm cutting chicken. I am catching the flux this year with unwanted flying things. Bees and flies, like, I don't know. It's not cool, whatever it is. Whatever it is. I know when the lady down the street had her little issue and they had to come City Hall clean out her fucking place. I mean, they had to bring a whole hazmat crew and do a whole bunch of shit to unhoard her home. But when she did that, and this was not last January, but the January before, I know that particular year, we definitely had a influx of things that you don't want. I mean, it wasn't like there was no roaches or mice, but a lot of insects came, like a lot of bees and flies and shit like that. So, you know, considering how close we are, these are just glorified apartments, I think, but expensive. But I don't know. It's just a lot. We're really close. You would think for the amount of money these things cost that If you can afford to buy one, or even shit, buy one is one thing, but even if you were renting one of these, I mean, the lowest rent is 1750 that I found for people who were, because I was looking, because we were thinking about trying to move somewhere else, grab something else, for to have a backyard and to have more space and whatnot. And then just, the rent is high enough here that be able to rent this place out, and it would definitely pay the note, it would pay the mortgage somewhere else. It would also pay for the repairs and the insurance over here, and the mortgage and insurance. Just 1750, yeah, would cover the mortgage somewhere else, because this has no mortgage. This has no mortgage. Um, to speak of, I'll say to speak of. I'll say to speak of. There's more to this situation than meets the eye. There are people that would have to be bought out. It's a whole thing, but for conversation's sakes and for what I'm talking about, we'll just pretend that I wouldn't have to deal with family and friends and shit like that. But it's a blessing, and I know that how my blessing came, because we had to move. We had to move quickly. We had to get out of where we were at. It was just too many memories, too much shit, and it was just too much, you know. And my dude dropped dead on the floor in our other house that we were in for 14 years, and I was cool with that. And I just felt like that place was just holding me down, like not holding me down, but it was definitely it was definitely hard to mourn being there. It was hard to do all those things. And it was also hard to come to the reality and the grips of the fact that, it doesn't matter if you marry into a family or whatever. Everybody always has their own beliefs and their own feelings. And as soon as your common denominator goes away, a lot of people look at you different. A lot of people look at you different. A lot of people just have, you know, I mean, you know how it is. Like if one of your family members is doing something that I don't even know how to explain it, but very beautiful family. Very beautiful family. The patriarch and the matriarch of that family were very lovely to me. Immediate brothers and sisters and aunties were very lovely to me. Now, getting into children of brothers and sisters and shit like that, there definitely was a disconnect there. They obviously had me fucked up. So, you know, it is what it is. So it was time to go. Because, just like, once he was gone, I don't know if they felt like they were entitled to whatever interest he may have had in the or whatever. No, y'all ain't gonna come up in here and call no fucking shots. Like him and I came into this place together. We lived here. We moved here together. We lived here together. We paid the bills here together. And so just now that he's gone, man, ain't shit in here for y'all. They just try to get slick, trying to come in. No, we ain't gonna do none of that. One of his family members actually tried to talk me out of one of his cars. Like, oh yeah, he gave that car to me. I doubt it. I doubt that, because if he did, I wouldn't have the title, and he would have told me. You know what I'm saying? So there was just a lot of weird shit came out. It was time to get from over there, and then plus my neighbor, and his new fucking girlfriend. It was a lot. It was a lot. So it was what it was. I'm still cool with everybody over there and whatever, but I just know that, once the common denominator is gone, people look at you different. Be a whole different thing. So I don't know. It is what it is. So anyway, I still am feeling a little bit sluggish. Let me see what we got going on. Oh, I wasn't, Angel. I was not. I was not, baby. I'm sorry. Was not paying attention to the chat. I was cooking. Hey, lovey. I am having a beautiful day. I'm sorry. I was not paying attention to the chat. So if you're still here, mwah. If not, later, Gator. Later, Gator. You know how it is. I'm in here just running my mouth. So it is what it is. We just in here Just in here taking, kicking ass and taking names over here. Oh, but you know, if you are still here, I, yeah, well, anyway, I'll tell you later. Well, because we already talked about it, or I mean, I talked about it and people commented a little bit here and there, but I'm going to tell you what, some people are on some weirdo shit. I'm inbox you and yeah, I made some comments on he whose name I do not want to mention, and then our other comment, everyone's favorite cross dresser, he's really on a fucking nut right now. I don't know, it's hard to keep up with him and talk at the same time, but you know, I try to dip in there every now and again and see what he's talking about. And I don't know. And I wish y'all would stop lying to him over there. That's a terrible haircut. I don't know. That's okay though. I was thinking of telling him I'll be his stylist. And yeah, because I don't like those shorts either. I don't. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. I have no reason to say it to his face. We were just over here and I happened to cross past his live, so I commented on it. So just in case you were here for that one, you know. All right, love. Hold on. Let me see something. Can I go down here for a minute? Uh, hold on. Until I know if you came back or you didn't. And then for the rest of us five fellows that are still in here listening to me ramble and mamble on, I was going to turn the camera back on. But, you know, as I said before, I'm just getting over. Well, it's not even getting over. I'm in the middle of this whole not feeling great thing. So, but I probably look the same any day, though. I'm not always well put together anyway. It is what it is. Oh, look at this cockeye. Got my scarf on, ace deuce. Yeah, that'd have been a good one. That would have been a badass screenshot right there for somebody to take. Hold on, let me see, can I fix this? And it was probably like when I went to the store. Damn. That's funny. That's funny. Let's see what I got going on here. Let me see what I can do here. And then we'll see if I'm going to turn this camera on. Why not? See if I can get. I don't know how these ladies do this with these scarves, like how they do that really cool wraps and stuff. I just am not good at it at all. So it's gonna be what it's gonna be here, folks. Hold on, let me get it on here. Oh shit. Cause that's one thing about having your hair short. Once it starts growing out, you have to keep cutting it, or you're just gonna be stuck looking crazy. And that may be where I'm at right now, stuck in the crazy looking stage. But oh well. This looks like I have two horns. Hold on, let me tuck these in. Let's see if that, well, that's better than, oh, hey. What the natural ice just, oh, peekaboo. There we go. Yeah, okay, let me see. That might work. Let me see. I put my glasses on. You know. Well, there we go. Oh, maybe. Well, whatever. Y'all just make fun of me if you want to, okay? All right. Yeah, we're going to do a quick camera check so that you guys know that I'm real. I had to go on and try to fix this a little bit. It's all kind of cocked ace deuce, but it's going to be all right. It will be all right. Oh, shoot. Anyway, I definitely appreciate y'all coming and talking. I'm going to come on and talk again in a little bit. Oh, I did put my bull ring back in just to make sure it didn't close up. And I'm going to tell you what, oh, I should not wait that long to try to put it back in because it almost feels like I just had it done. That's how quickly it closed. So, anyway, whose book? Okay, I got into listening to, now we're on Darwin, and now I definitely like to have conversations like that. I'd like to talk about philosophy. I like to talk about different scientific things, different different beliefs, different viewpoints and stuff, like between Darwinism and different other things. You know what I'm saying? Like even between socialism, communism, Marxism. I studied a lot of that stuff in school. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I like, because the more people think then the higher of a standard they hold you to when you talk shit about stuff. So I'm just gonna leave it at that, and we'll play dumb dumb. So, but anyway, back to what I'm saying. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate y'all. Much love, respect, kindness. Just be kind to each other. As kind as we can be. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody a doormat. However, I appreciate you listening, tuning in. I appreciate Terry for letting us know that he slept with what's her name, Ashley. I appreciate that. That was great to know. All of that. Was great to know. Although now I'm so curious. Now I'm so fucking messy and nosy. I gotta find out who that is though. I'm out of here. I'm about to do this stir fry or chicken stir fry. It's what it's supposed to be. We'll see how it ends up. So anyway, much love, respect, and I'm gonna holler at y'all in a little bit. Be good to each other and to me. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do.